very good morning from London Heathrow Airport. It's a bit windy today. I've got a few hours to kill here. You saw me come in on National Express in my last video, and with a few hours to kill I thought, what can you do around Heathrow? And that got me thinking, that's a good idea for a video. What can you do when you've got a few hours to kill around Heathrow? Well, with a bit of planning, quite a lot actually, and I'm going to show you what. Yeah, we're at the Renaissance, and the first one on the list of things to do around Heathrow is come to the Renaissance with some plane spotting. Yeah, so as I say, you come to the hill at the back of the Renaissance airside, and you'll see live streamers like BJet TV, SDTV, which is my favourite. They come here, stream from here live, and you can too. It's accessible for everyone. The hotel doesn't mind. If you come with your car, you just pay your car parking fee, and try and go in and buy something from the shop, the cafe or something inside. But there's a McDonald's just opposite down the road, so if you want a cup of tea or coffee, you can grab yourself a drink. It's a great place to come and visit, and beautiful views of the runway, departures or arrivals. You don't know what you're going to get, you have to check online for that, and well worth the visit. Now, with this being a busy airport, there's plenty of arrivals and departures, and something moving all the time. You'll see everything at Heathrow, obviously from your A320s to your A380s. There's a Qantas one just beyond the Cathay Pacific over there. And come here, and over there you've got a viewing point, but you're obscured by trees. So come round to the back of the Renaissance and take in the views. My wife and I bring the children sometimes. We used to come here all the time when we used to live in London, all around, dotted around. There's different viewpoints. I'll show you a couple today, but yeah, come to the Renaissance. This is number one of things to do around Heathrow. Let's go to the next one. Have to get another bus, and I'll show you something you might not have known existed just over at the bottom of the airport. So that's a quick look at the Renaissance Hotel. Back to the bus, and we need to get a bus to Hatton Cross Tube Station. And on the way to Hatton Cross Station, I'll show you another hotel just down the road called the Courtyard by Marriott. There's a viewing terrace on top. I'll drop some pictures in if I can find them now. So if you do stay at Heathrow, stay there, viewing terrace, restaurants inside, Indian and a normal restaurant, fish and chips and stuff. But they've got a viewing terrace overlooking the runway. Very nice stay, I've stayed there before. But I'll see if I can get a look at that on the way to Hatton Cross. And there, through these dirty windows, you have the Courtyard by Marriott. And if you look just up there, you can see the viewing terrace. There's a restaurant at the very top. you can make out your eating if you want, and something to eat and use a viewing terrace. But there is a door on the side, so when the restaurant's not in use, you can go out there and get great views of the runway. But that's the courtyard bar area. It's a viewing terrace up there, and I highly recommend staying there. So here we are at Hatton Cross Station, number 2. Now, you might think, why do you want to come to Hatton Cross Station when you're around Heathrow? And it's not just to get the train into the terminals, but with all that airplane spotting and videoing you're sending to everyone you know of all the aircraft, you might want somewhere to charge your phone. So here at Hatton Cross Station there's a communal garden, and apparently it's got a USB charger. And we just need to find it. I think I see it over there. Come with me. Right, enough plane spotting. Let me show you this. This at Hatton Cross Station, it's a community garden, as you can see here. And just over here, there's solar panels, and the solar panels on the side have little USB chargers there. And they're free to use off of these solar panels. So after all your busy aeroplane spotting, if your battery's running low, don't worry, come to Hatton Cross Station and charge it for free on those USB free power sockets there. But why would you want to do that? Because Myrtle Avenue is just over there. That's where we're off to next. Let's have a look. And look what I've just noticed, the Speedbird logo. Now, as I say, when you think of Heathrow viewing areas, most people think of all the stuff they've seen on Instagram and things like that from Myrtle Avenue. I've shown you you've got the Renaissance. You can come here to Hatton Cross to get a good view. But yeah, if you walk down here just a bit, Myrtle Avenue, and it's great for the arrivals because they pass right overhead. Let's go down and have a look. So the runway's just over to my right there. Myrtle Avenue's just down here. But you can also stand on this road, just it's a bit noisy. So let's go to Myrtle Avenue. I think there's a few big heavies coming in. I think 4 on the trot, if I remember. I just looked. I might have just missed one. 3 on the trot maybe. Let's get there quick. Wow. I'm not going to make it to Myrtle Avenue in time for these heavies, but there'll be more, don't worry. So here we are, this is the entrance to Myrtle Avenue. You see some people here already enjoying the aircraft. Myrtle Avenue being the road just over to the left up here, the other side of the green. There they all are. And this is the green you can come and sit on, camp out bring a picnic and enjoy the aviation. Number 3, we've had the Renaissance for a bit of plane spotting close up to the runway. We've gone to Hatton Cross to charge our devices, and we used our batteries again at Myrtle Avenue. Now, number 4 on the list of me killing a few hours today is something you should arrange in advance, and you have to arrange in advance, but it's well worth doing. You contact the British Airways Heritage Museum at the British Airways Waterside headquarters, just the other side of the airport there. Now, you arrange this in advance, it's really easy, they email back straight away, and they even send you a ticket to go on the staff bus from Terminal 5 to Waterside. There's 3 buses you can take, or the staff one. We'll see which one we get. Let's head over there and go and have a look. Hold on. Let's head over there. We're going to have a look, see which bus we get on, the staff one or the free one, whichever comes first. Well, I've seen it on TV where the Queen, when she used to visit British Airways headquarters, she'd walk through and then the staff would be lined up either side in the foyer. It's in that building. But yeah, the British Airways Heritage Museum, that's my tip for the day. That's the big reveal for this video. Let's head over there. It's going to be good, well worth sticking about for. We've got to get the Piccadilly line back at Hatton Cross, and 2-3 minutes I think the train's short. I'll miss that one, but 10 minutes on the tube, and we're at T5. We'll get the bus, head to the museum. It's free of charge. Let's have a look. Oh look, there's more Speedbird logos there. And there. I wonder if there's any more.
Customer service update.
Oh, here we go.
The Piccadilly line is suspended between Rayners Lane and Uxbridge due to a signal failure at Rayners Lane.
There's more Speedbird logos up here as well. Yeah, there's they've incorporated the BRAC logos in everywhere here. There's Speedbird everywhere.
Please ensure that you take all your luggage and belongings with you.
So I made it to T5. Now I've got to go to the ground floor and find bus stop 29. Here we are, the A staff bus, the A5. Showed him an email, I can now go off to the BA headquarters and have a look around the museum. Hello there. I'm here to see the Heritage Museum. They told me to come here first. Thank you.
Take that. Somebody will come in and escort you.
Okay. So I wear this, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, this is like a little village of its own. I wasn't expecting this.
That is the idea.
Yeah, are they demolishing this? Is that right? Or are they refurbing
They
it?
haven't got that far. If the extra runway gets built, you're stood on it.
Ah, right. I see. Yeah. Yeah. Well, you know what these things are like. They decide to do it, and then someone puts an injunction in, and it all gets scrapped in the end, doesn't it?
I could see it taking another 10 years before
Yeah.
anybody even
Looks at it. Right. Yeah. Wow. Look at this. Amazing. My son would go mad for those. He's got dozens and dozens. So here we are back at T5. That was number 4 on the list. What to do at Heathrow when you've got a few hours. That was the British Airways Heritage Museum at the British Airways head office at Waterside. They put on a free bus for you to get there and back. Just emailed them in advance. Fantastic experience, fantastic museum. That was number 4 on my list, and that ends the video. That's my 4 things to do when you have a few hours around Heathrow. I hope you enjoyed the video, and yeah, I'm off on my travels tomorrow. If you want to see what the hotel's like, I'm staying at the Hilton Garden Inn. Stick around. If not, thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you on the next video. Right, that's the train journey done. Let's find the hotel entrance. Four, 5, 2. Oh,
Hi.
hello mate.
All good.
All right.
Yeah, no, I'm just testing some
Just
stuff.
testing it.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. If everything is work fine.
All right. Thank
Enjoy,
you.
enjoy.
Thank you. Well, that was a surprise. So this is my room. Minus the random man in my room. Is the lights on? How'd you get more lights on here? Is this all the lighting you've got? Can't be. Let's turn these lights on. Right, here we go. So, this is the Hilton Garden Inn. It's not great, but it's not bad either. And I requested this room. It's the only one they had left. And you can see a bit of Heathrow Airport over there. I don't know if you can see that. Be better during the day. But yeah, shame I couldn't get a higher floor. I'm going to pop out later and get something to eat. And how do you turn these lamps on? I have no idea. But this is the Hilton Garden Inn. That was my day around Heathrow Airport. 4 things to do. Keep you occupied. Plane spotting, museums, charging device you didn't know about. Don't say this channel doesn't give you everything you need. But anyway, thank you so much for watching. It's been a long day. I left home 4:30 this morning to do the National Express video to Heathrow. I've just done that one, and I've got a very early flight tomorrow. There's a little hint as to the next video on the channel. Thanks very much for watching. Means the world to me, and I'll see you in the next one. See you soon.